Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another day. First and foremost, I want to apologize for this angle. It kind of sucks and the light is ass, but my ring camera is not working. My what? But my ring light is not working, so this yellow light is going to have to do. But it's been a couple days since I last uploaded. And my last couple videos were just showing a lot of L's, and I was speaking to you guys about the importance of having a plan, doing things with purpose and intention, and how your life outside of trading really impacts your performance when it comes to taking trades and your emotions and how you react when things don't go your way, right? Well, I want to say 3 days later, after being down to my last $250 on my eval, I've had a couple of successful days. And the only thing that I changed these last 3 days was my mentality and my routine. You know, managed to overcome being in such deep drawdown. I was like almost in $2,200 in drawdown because my funded futures has like 2,500 for drawdown on their evals, and I was down to my last $250. I think I had like 280 if I'm not mistaken, but I was only risking 250, so that's why I keep repeating 250. But I think it was really more 280 because I only had like 2,220 in drawdown. Managed to pull a great comeback. Currently up. I had a $500 day. I had a $250 day, and I also had a 300 and I had a $300 day today to end the week. And the only thing that changed, um I'll show you guys like the calendar thing on my funded futures. The only thing that changed from the last time that I uploaded a video was my mindset. You guys will see that when I started this eval again, I was taking double digit trades. Crazy. The only reason why I've been winning is because I'm sticking to my rules, only taking one or two trades. In this case, like I took two trades. I want to say my winning days, it says I took two trades, one break even, one winner. I've been playing more defense now, if I'm making sense. Like, I'll just explain that, like how I managed to overcome over trading and that losing streak and pretty much turning it around when literally like my account was so close to being closed, And being in such deep drawdown really had me thinking like, okay, what are you doing wrong? What is wrong with you? I really had to take a step back and like just check myself, had to have a conversation with myself. It's like you're over here speaking about mindset, psychology, and all these things, but you're not practicing what you're preaching, right? And like I mentioned on previous videos, it was just a lack of purpose that I had. I was just trying to find validation in my trading. Once I found that out, like I'm over here getting too emotional because I'm seeking validation based on the outcome of my trades. If I have a red day, like I'm just feeling like I don't deserve this, or I feel like I'm not worthy enough for trading, or that I'm a failure. And it impacted me throughout my whole day, especially recording content and all that stuff, right? But understanding that I'm I'm just here I'm really just here to make a conscious decision if I want to sell or buy. I'm just analyzing the market. I'm just really analyzing the market. That's it. It's not the trade doesn't define me. And I was so lost in like I need to win because I need to prove to such and such, or I need to prove to myself that I'm doing something right. And once I caught myself in that headspace, it's like, okay, that's the only issue. Turned it around the next trading day, up $500. The next day, up 250, and ended up the week. I took two trades today. I was up 80. Then the thing with today was mainly a tricky day because we had such a displacement last night. Today is Friday when I'm recording this. So Thursday night, we had a huge drop at Asian session. I think it was mainly because of the tariff talks and all that stuff. And today was kind of tricky because I wanted price to go even lower, but we had that major push last night. So price was kind of indecisive still. For in my opinion, price ended up very indecisive. I ended up catching a couple trades to the downside, ended up capitalizing. I could have ended today over with over $1,000, but my first trade I broke even in profit. I was just taking $100. Like I said, playing a little bit more defense, breaking even when I have to, just following my system, right? Like I told you guys before, I was trying to validate myself. So breaking even and closing my position too soon was not even in the picture because I just wanted the full trade to play out and hit. Like I was not going to break even and live with that because I felt like breaking even was me not doing nothing. And after changing my perspective in like telling myself like, bro, you gotta play defense. It's like you want to make the money, but like you're losing consecutively small amounts. Like I was risking 250. Those 250 over time stack up and put you in a deep drawdown. So I told myself like use the same thing, but protect yourself. Like protect yourself at 250, 100, whatever, but protect yourself. It's not going to be a break even trade or a losing trade. You're going to protect yourself. Just like letting my whole trades go to my full stop loss. I mean, shit, I can actually protect my profit and I could live with that. Because if it would have broken even or if it would have stopped me out, I was just not accepting the L for what it was and I just wanted to be right. When I switched my perspective and my mindset, like it really clicked. It's like, okay, I got to start playing more defense. I relate trading to basketball because that's what I do when I was growing up, right? You can be the worst offensive team, but if you have some defense, if you make some stops and you start scoring one bucket, two buckets, and you don't let the other team score, I mean, you might be in the game. Like it's just a matter of being able to play both sides of the ball, like playing defense and playing offense. And that really turned my trading around. And also, I came across a couple videos. I was just watching this guy, how he was operating on his trades, taking a L or breaking even, being very defensive. And it was something that was missing in my trading, but for the same reason that I was so heavy on my emotions, like I was validating myself based off my trade, based off the result of the trade. Now I see trading as a way to improve myself. Like I made some promises to myself, like I lost the weight. I became profitable in trading. But when it comes to like my rules and the things that I tell myself I'm not going to do, I can't keep that promise when it comes to the charts. And I just really, like I've been telling you guys, like I am big on reevaluating everything. The only way you're going to evolve as a person is by really taking accountability of the problem. And if the problem is you, Brody, shit, you got to man up and be like, shit, it's me. How can I fix this? Stop pointing fingers to other things. Like first I was like, yeah, it's a job. I lost a job and that's why I'm losing over here trading. I can't keep my mind straight. Maybe, yeah, it's a little bit different, right? Because losing the job was very hard on my mental, but still, I could have kept on pushing forward. I just hid in my comfort. And like I said, God is the foundation of everything, right? And God really shows you the things that you need to see, but in His own way. It took me 2 months after my first payout to really realize, like, bro, you're not losing because you don't know what you're doing. You're losing because you got comfortable, because you let your emotions, your situation define you. Which, when I first started this content stuff, it's like I don't let my environment dictate who I am. I don't let those around me tell me who I am. And it's like, damn, bro, I'm not even following my own word. Who am I if I can't stick to my promises that I make to myself? It was really a huge mental, could it be a mental observation or just a self-reflection, I want to say. I can't find a word for it, but like it was a huge moment of like I got to get my shit together. No, like I really had to find the answer. Especially with trading. I feel like this separates me from a lot of people when it comes to trading or anything in my life. Like if I am failing at something, I can't stay comfortable too long. Like if I catch myself, it's like, okay, how can I fix this? I'm tired of feeling this way. Like when I was fat, I was tired of feeling fat. How can I fix this? It's the way that I'm eating. It's the way that it's the way, it's my routine. It's the stuff I'm consuming. I was always watching food videos and I was just always hungry. And when I was hungry, I was not getting satisfied because while I was eating, I was watching a fucking food video or some shit. I really want to know the reason why something is not going right. And having this mindset is what really is keeping me pushing, and it's what gives me that reassurance that I know I'm going to be successful. I know I'm going to make it because I'm always trying to find the answer. Yes, I might fall back sometimes and comfort might keep a hold of me at moments, but it doesn't define who I am, you know? I always felt like I had a bigger purpose. I had something special in me to do something outside of like my environment. Bro, everybody that I know around me is just like their parents. They're just like the environment. They're just like my hometown. Like I feel like the people in my hometown just have this perspective of like competing with each other and like who got the better this and that, and like they all work in the same place. I never agreed with that. I was always different, and I feel like this mindset is really going to take me to the next level. And when it comes to trading, you really need this. You know, it's like an athlete who is the best of the best doesn't have an ego. Yes, when you're competitive, being competitive is one thing, but being coachable, being able to understand that, okay, I fucked up. What can I do to get better? When I was playing basketball, that was the mindset that I had. That's why as a freshman, I was practicing with the varsity boys. And the next year, I was team captain for the remainder of my basketball career in high school. And my friends were jealous, but it's like, bro, I'm coachable. You're over here complaining about what coach is telling you, but you're not really listening to what you need to do to get to the next level because your ego is so big. It's not a competition, bro. If you want to be the best version of yourself, sometimes you really got to listen or take a step back and look at yourself, you know? And in trading, that's pretty much what you need, bro. When you feel like you figured it out, trust me, that's the beginning of your downfall. I've been there so many times, bro. But I really wanted to give you guys this video. Ended the week pretty solid. Bro, y'all gonna see some atrocious trading from me. And I'm not ashamed of showing you guys anything because, like I said, you guys are here following my journey, right? You guys are here to see that you will have moments where things don't make sense. You will have moments where the job, or if you're a parent, I'm just here to show you guys that anything is possible. If I did it and I'm still trying to figure it out, even though like I was at my lowest a couple months ago, I'm still pushing forward, you know? I'm not giving up. I know that there is a better life out there for me. I know that I want more, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I haven't been recording these last couple of days because I just been really on my grind, just trying to get better. YouTube is one of the things that I'm most proud of after my trading, because I'm going to fulfill a long dream, bro. Since I was a child, I always wanted to be a content creator, and reaching 1,000 subscribers is going to be something crazy for me. And I know it's going to be possible, and it's going to be the beginning of everything. You know, I feel like I haven't accomplished anything yet, but I know that I've done a lot, but there's still more work to be done. And I just want to tell you guys, like, it doesn't matter how many times you fuck up, how many times you fail, just get back up, bro, and keep on fucking going, because you don't lose until you decide to stop. You can fucking lose a leg, lose a fucking arm, but if you make it across that finish line, if you keep on pushing, nothing will compare to your victory. Trust me. The journey is really what you will miss. So cherish every moment, bro. I realized this a little bit too late, but that's just how God works, bro. It's not your timing, it's God's timing. God just really wants to know, how bad do you want it? With that being said, boys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Like, every single one of you guys motivates me to keep on showing up, keep on being the best version of myself. And like I told you guys, I mean, I want to inspire as much people as I can, and I know that I've done that across my journey, and I know that I will continue to keep on doing that. I'm just starting, bro. I'm nowhere near my full potential, and trading is going to work. Trading is going to change my life. It's just a matter of time. In God I trust, and God will deliver. I love every single one of you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.